Throughout history, the Quran has served as a source of guidance, inspiration, and wisdom for millions of people around the globe. Its verses speak to the heart of human experience, addressing profound themes of faith, spirituality, morality, and resilience. Among the many chapters of this sacred text, Surah Al-Anfal stands out for its stirring calls to action and its emphasis on unity, strength, and preparedness in the face of adversity. Today, we turn our focus to a particularly powerful verse, Surah Al-Anfal, verse 60. This verse has echoed through generations, inviting reflection, discussion, and deep understanding. The Sahih International Translation of Surah Al-Anfal, verse 60, reads, "And prepare against them whatever you are able of power and of steeds of war, by which you may terrify the enemy of Allah and your enemy and others besides them whom you do not know, but whom Allah knows. And whatever you spend in the cause of Allah will be fully repaid to you, and you will not be wronged." At first glance, these words evoke images of preparation, strength, and vigilance. But as with many verses in the Quran, the true meaning lies not only in the surface of the words, but in the depths that reveal themselves through study, contemplation, and the wisdom of the scholars who have dedicated their lives to uncovering their meaning. Among the most respected commentators is Ibn Kathir, whose tafsir or commentary has illuminated the Quran for centuries. Ibn Kathir explains that this verse was revealed in a context of conflict, at a time when the nascent Muslim community faced threats from powerful adversaries. The verse is a call for preparedness, not just in the material sense, but also in spirit and intention. Ibn Kathir writes that Allah commands the believers to prepare whatever means of power and force are available, including horses, weapons, and every form of strength that enables the community to defend itself. The goal is not aggression for its own sake, but deterrence, ensuring that the enemy is aware of the strength and resolve of the believers, and is thereby discouraged from attacking. But Ibn Kathir's commentary goes deeper. He points out that the verse is not limited to physical preparation. The idea of whatever you are able of power encompasses every resource, material, intellectual, and spiritual. It is a call for comprehensive readiness, for unity, discipline, and strategic thinking. The believers are encouraged to invest everything they can in the cause of Allah, with the assurance that their efforts will not go unrewarded. The verse also contains a profound message about the unseen, and others besides them whom you do not know, but whom Allah knows. Ibn Kathir explains that there are threats and dangers that lie beyond human knowledge. The world is full of hidden challenges, unforeseen adversaries, and trials that may arise unexpectedly. This is why the command to prepare is so comprehensive. It is not just for the enemies whom we can see, but also for those whom only Allah knows. It is a reminder of the limits of human knowledge and the importance of trust in divine wisdom. The final part of the verse offers reassurance. "And whatever you spend in the cause of Allah will be fully repaid to you, and you will not be wronged." Ibn Kathir highlights the generosity and justice of Allah. Every effort, every sacrifice, every resource dedicated to the cause of truth and righteousness is accounted for, and will be returned many times over. There is no loss in the path of Allah. There is only gain, whether in this world or the next. So, what does this verse mean for us today? In a world where challenges are many and uncertainty is ever present, the message of Surah Al-Anfal, verse 60, is as relevant as ever. It is a call to proactive engagement with the world, to prepare, to strive, to invest in our communities, and to uphold justice and righteousness in every aspect of life. It is a reminder that strength is not just about physical power, but about resilience, wisdom, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. This verse teaches us that preparation is a form of faith. It is not about living in fear, but about living with purpose. It is about recognizing the responsibilities that come with faith and rising to meet them with courage and determination. It is about building strong families, strong communities, and a strong sense of identity rooted in the values of compassion, justice, and service. Moreover, the verse reminds us of the importance of unity. Just as the early Muslim community was called to band together in the face of adversity, we too are called to support one another, to share our strengths, and to work towards the common good. In times of challenge, it is easy to become divided, to focus on differences rather than shared purpose. But the message of the Qur'an is clear. Strength comes from unity, from collective effort, and from the bonds of faith that connect us all. In addition, the assurance of divine reward encourages us to act selflessly. Whatever we give, whatever we sacrifice, whatever we invest in the path of goodness, Allah sees and rewards. This is a powerful motivator, inspiring us to go beyond the minimum, to strive for excellence, and to leave a legacy of positive impact. As we reflect on this verse, let us consider what it means to prepare in our own lives. Are we investing in our relationships, our skills, our communities, and our faith? Are we ready to face the challenges of our time with courage and wisdom? Are we working to build a better world for ourselves and for future generations? The Quran is not just a book of history or ritual, it is a living guide, speaking to the realities of every age and every heart. Its verses call us to action, to reflection, and to transformation. Surah Al-Anfal, verse 60, is a reminder that we are called to be active participants in the world, to prepare for whatever may come, and to trust in the justice and mercy of Allah. So as we close this reflection, let us take its wisdom to heart. Let us commit to preparing ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Let us strive to be sources of strength and compassion for those around us. Let us build communities grounded in faith, unity, and service. And let us never forget that every effort made in the cause of Allah is seen, valued, and rewarded. If this message has touched you today, take a moment to reflect on how you can put it into action. What steps can you take to prepare yourself and your community for a better future? How can you invest your time, energy, and resources in the path of goodness and justice? Remember, every effort counts. Every sacrifice is rewarded. And together, we can build a world filled with strength, hope, and faith. Let this be our call to action. Prepare, strive, unite, and trust in Allah's promise. The journey begins with a single step, and that step is yours to take.